Basic concepts in geometry. Students, we have studied in maths part first union of two sets and intersection of two sets also. The set of elements which are in both sets is called as a union of sets, and the set of common elements which are in both sets is called as a intersection of two sets. This concept we are going to use here to define some basic terms in geometry, and first term is a line segment. This is a line segment AB. So what is mean by segment AB? It is a union set of the point A, point B and all the points between A and B. Here point A and point B is called end points of segment AB, and distance between these 2 points, that is A and B, is called as a length of segment AB. Length of segment AB can be written as length of AB is equal to distance of AB. Length of AB is equal to distance of AB, and in short this can be written as segment AB is written as seg AB. Now ray AB, if there are two distinct points A and B and there is a point P such that A dash B dash P, then the union set of all these points is called as a ray AB, and this ray can extend infinitely in the side of arrow. Now the next point is a line AB. The union set of ray AB. Ray AB is in this direction and its opposite ray AB dash in the opposite direction. The union set of these rays is called as a line AB. AB, segment AB is a subset of line AB, and segment AB dash is also subset of this line AB. Next point is the congruent segments. If there are two segments, segment AB and segment CD, and if their lengths are equal, then that segments are called congruent segments, and we write segment AB, seg AB, congruent seg CD, segment CD. And next point is properties of congruent segments. Every segment is congruent to itself, means segment AB is congruent to segment AB. This property is called reflexivity. And then symmetry. If there are two segments, segment AB and segment CD, and if the lengths of these two segments are equal, then these two segments are said to be congruent segment. If segment AB is a congruent to segment CD, then segment CD is also congruent to segment AB. This property is called symmetry. And transitivity. There are three segments AB, CD and EF. If segment AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, then segment AB is congruent to segment EF. If first segment is congruent to second segment and second segment is congruent to third segment, then first segment is congruent to third segment. This is called as a transitivity. Thus we have studied here the 5 points, 5 basic points. Now let's see next points. Number 6, midpoint of a segment. If point M is in between points A and B, that is A dash M dash B, and AM is equal to MB, then point M is called as a midpoint of segment AB. Any segment has only one midpoint. Comparison of segments. If there are two segments AB and CD, and if length of segment AB is less than the length of segment CD, then segment AB is less than segment CD. Then perpendicularity of segments or rays. If lines containing two segments AB and CD, or two rays AB and CD, or one ray and one segment are perpendicular to each other, then these two segments or two rays or one segment and one ray are said to be perpendicular to each other. And next property is, if CD is perpendicular to AB and point D lies on AB, then the length CD is called as a perpendicular distance of point C from line AB, and point D is called as a foot of perpendicular. Practice set 1.2. Question number 1. The following table shows points on a number line and their coordinates. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. Example number 1. Segment DE and segment AB. So we have to find at first distance of DE and distance of AB. Distance of DE is equal to length of DE, and distance of AB is equal to the length of AB. If these two lengths are equal, then segment DE congruent segment AB, and if they are not equal, these segments are not congruent. While finding the distance between the 2 points on the number line, we consider their coordinates, and distance can be found out by larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Now we have to find distance DE. So at first, coordinate of point D is equal to -7, and coordinate of point, here is coordinate of point D is equal to -7, coordinate of point E is equal to 9. Now 9 is greater than -7. Therefore we find distance of DE is equal to larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate is equal to this minus will be plus. 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. We know that length of DE is equal to distance of DE. Therefore length of DE is equal to 16 units. Now let us find length of AB. Now coordinate of point A is equal to -3, and coordinate of point B is equal to 5. Here 5 greater than -3. Therefore distance of AB is equal to larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate. It will be 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Therefore, length of AB is equal to distance of AB. Therefore, we have length of AB is equal to 8 units. Now let us see. Length of DE is equal to 16 units and length of AB is equal to 8 units. Their lengths are not equal. Therefore, these two segments are not congruent. Therefore, we write here length of DE not equal to length of AB. Therefore, segment of DE and segment AB are not congruent. Now let us solve the example number 3 from this question. Now example number 3 is a segment BE and segment AD. So we have to write coordinate of point B is equal to 5. Coordinate of point E is equal to 9. Here 9 is greater than 5. Therefore, distance of BE is equal to larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Length of BE is equal to distance of BE. Therefore, here length of BE is equal to 4 units. Now, for segment AD, coordinate of point A is equal to -3 and coordinate of point D is equal to, what is that, -7. Now here -3 is greater than -7. So distance of AD is equal to larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate, that is -3 minus in bracket -7 is equal to -3. This minus will be +7. Therefore, distance of AD is equal to -3 plus 7 is 4. Therefore, length of AD is equal to distance of AD. Therefore, length of AD is equal to 4 units. Now let us see, length of BE is equal to 4 units and length of AD is equal to 4 units. Their lengths are equal. Therefore, these two segments are congruent. So we write length of BE is equal to length of AD. Therefore, segment BE congruent segment AD. Question number 2. Point M is midpoint of segment AB. Draw segment AB. This is segment AB and M is a midpoint of segment AB, and AB is equal to 8. Then find length of AM. Length of AM is 1/2 into length of AB, because M is a midpoint of AB. So we write length of AM is equal to 1/2 into length of AB. Reason is M is midpoint of AB. Therefore, length of AM is equal to 1/2 into length of AB is 8. Therefore, length of AM is equal to 4 units. Now example number 3. Point P is a midpoint of segment CD. Draw figure. This is segment CD and point P is a midpoint of segment CD. CP is equal to 2.5. Find length of CD. P is a midpoint of segment CD. Then length of CP is equal to length of PD, and length of CD is 2 times of length of CP. Therefore, we write length of CD is equal to 2 into length of CP. And reason is P is midpoint of CD. P is midpoint of CD. Therefore, length of CD is equal to 2 into 2.5. Therefore, length of CD is equal to 2 into 2.5 is 5. Therefore, it will be 5 units. Question number 4. If AB is equal to 5 centimeter, BP is equal to 2 centimeter and AP is equal to 3.4 centimeter, compare the segments. We know that if the length of a segment is less than the other segment, then that segment is smaller than the other segment. The segment whose length is greater. Now compare here the numbers 5, 3.4 and 2. 5 is greater than 3.4. 3.4 is greater than 2. So 5 centimeter is AB, distance AB. Then 3.4 is AP and 2 is BP. Therefore, segment AB greater than segment AP greater than segment BP. Thus, we can compare the given segments according to their lengths. Now, question number 5. Write the answers to the following questions with reference to the figure given below. Question number 1. Write the name of opposite ray of ray RP. Let us see, ray RP is in this direction. So opposite ray to RP are RS or RT. So here answer is ray RS or ray RT are the opposite rays of ray RP, because this ray's end point is R and this ray continues infinitely in this direction. So rays in opposite direction to that are ray RS and ray RT. Now question number 2. Write the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Ray PQ starts from here ray PQ here, and ray QR, intersection of ray PQ and RP. RP starts from this. So RP is from RPQ. This is a ray RP, and ray PQ is from this. So we say that ray PQ also come in ray RP. Therefore ray PQ is common for ray PQ and ray RP, because ray RP starts from the end point R, it goes to point P, it goes to point Q, and then infinitely. And ray PQ starts from point P, goes to point Q, and infinitely. If you see ray PQ comes in both ray PQ and ray RP, therefore it is the intersection of ray PQ and ray RP. Therefore we write here answer ray PQ. So ray PQ is intersection of ray PQ and ray RP here. Now question number 3. Write the union set of ray PQ. Ray PQ means from point P to Q and infinitely. And ray QR. Ray QR means from point Q to P, P to R, R to S, S to T, in this direction. So from P to all the points infinitely in this direction, and Q to all the points infinitely in this direction, it will be a line, complete line, and that line may be line PQ or line QR. We can write line PQ or line QR. Therefore our answer is line PQ or line QR or QP. State the rays of which segment QR is a subset. Segment QR is a subset. Such rays, ray in ray RQ. This ray RQ starts from the R point, it goes to P, goes to Q, and goes infinitely. On that ray, segment PQ comes. So our answer is ray RQ. Then ray SQ is also SQ. SQ starts from point S, goes to R, P, Q, and infinitely. On that ray PQ segment come also. Therefore our answer is ray RP. We write ray RQ or ray SQ. State the rays on which segment QR is subset. Answer is ray RQ or ray SQ or ray TQ. TQ also. Segment PQ is subset of ray RQ or ray SQ or ray TQ also. Now next question number 5. Write the pair of opposite rays with common endpoint R. The rays starting from the point R in opposite direction, ray RP in this direction and ray RS in this direction, opposite rays. So answer is ray RP and ray RS. Now the question number 6. Write any two rays with common endpoint S. Endpoint means the starting point of a ray. So we have to find the rays starting from the common point S. Write any two rays with common endpoint S. That is ray SR SR in this direction and ST in this direction. So we write here ray SR and ray ST. And next question is write the intersection of ray SP and ray ST. See in the names. Point S. Ray SP is in this direction and end point is a S, and ray ST is in direction and end point is S. So S is a common point and common point is called as a intersection. So we write here answer point S. Point S. Question number 6. Answer the questions with the help of figure. One figure, that is number line, is given here, and every point on the number line, that is points 0, 2, 4, 6, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6 are indicated by the letters, and we have to find the answers of the questions given below. State the points which are equidistant from point B. From point B towards the right of B, C is a 2 units. 1, 2. 2 units toward the right, point C is there. And 1, 2. 2 units toward the left of B, there is a point. Therefore, point C and point A are equidistant from point B. So we can write here point C and A. This is correct answer. Now let us see point B. Point B is 1, 2, 3. At a 3 unit distance from point B toward the right, but on the left side 1, 2, 3. This point is not indicated by any letter. Therefore we can't take B. Now take D. D is 1, 2, 3, 4. At a 4 unit distance from B, find there another point 1, 2, 3, 4. So that point is a P. Therefore P and D are equal distance from point B. Therefore we write here point P and D. Now question number 2. Write pair of points equidistant from Q. Let us see. From Q, at toward the right, point L is at 1 unit distance, and toward the left, point U is at 1 unit distance. Therefore its answer is points U and L are at equidistant. Now let us see R 1, 2 at 2 units from point Q, and find there another point 1, 2, point P. Therefore point P and point R also. Points P and R are equidistant from point Q. Now example number 3. Find distance of UV, distance of PC, distance of VB, distance of VUL. Now let us see. This point is a 1, this is a 3, this is a 5, this is -1, this is -3, this is -5. Let us solve one example from these 4 examples. Other examples are homework for you. Let us solve distance of UV. So we find coordinate of point u is equal to, that is minus 5, and coordinate of point P is equal to, where is the P point? P is equal to 5 also. Now let us see, 5 is greater than minus 5. Therefore distance of UV is equal to larger coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Larger coordinate is 5 minus smaller coordinate is minus 5 is equal to minus will be plus 5. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Distance of UV is equal to 10. Now friends, we have completed the practice set 1.2. Watch this video clearly and solve the remaining examples that are not solved in this video, and it is homework for you.